Great day to you. So, this particular video, I want to talk to you guys about self love. And it's so befitting because it is the month of February. And I don't know if you guys are feeling the love, but when we entered into February, and every year, I just feel during this month, I just feel this love in a way that it pulls me back within myself to truly love on me the way that I love on other people. And I know this is not talked about a lot, but I do want to share with you guys from a spiritual perspective, okay? And the way that I like to explain things is I want to take you into the spiritual and then bring it into the physical, okay? Because I understand that just on my unconditional love journey, that we really don't know how to love. We're really not loving. We don't know, like, we live in a system that doesn't create the space literally for us to love. But when you understand how things really work and understanding that love starts with you, it starts with you loving yourself. And we haven't been taught that. We've been taught how to love other people, and then we are wondering why we get treated a certain way. And at some point, it starts feeling like, like you're being abused. And it's like you're just giving and giving and giving. And we do that. We just give, give, give. But we're giving what we're not giving to ourselves. And when you understand that everything starts with you first, everything starts within. As within, so without. So you have to find a way, you have to find a space to really feel the love for yourself. It's not just, oh, I know I love myself, but really taking the time and, like, if you just put your hand over your heart and allow yourself to feel, do you love yourself? And think about somebody that you really love. It could be your kids, it could be your partner, it could be your parents, it could be somebody. Just pull into pull yourself into a space where you you can feel, or there's a knowing how you feel for somebody else. But like a child's love, that's like a huge thing. But pulling in somebody that you really love, okay, and then allowing yourself to see if you feel the same type of love for yourself. And I remember when I started my self-love journey, the first thing my spirit guide asked me to do, or my higher self asked me to do, was find somebody that you really love, which was my husband. And my kids were grown. So when I went and I started, like, I know the love that I feel for my husband. And Spirit was like, I want you to feel that love for yourself. And when I tried to do that particular exercise, you guys, I remember I started crying like heavily because I could not feel the love for myself. I could not feel the love for myself. And that was mind blowing. And I was like, wow. And Spirit is like, how you think you're loving other people and you don't even love yourself? Mind you, I thought I loved myself until I realized that I didn't, which was why I was allowing so many things, allowing myself to be treated so many ways, in the lack of, like, when it came to believing for myself, I couldn't believe for myself. I couldn't believe all the amazing things that my higher self was showing me and telling me that I was going to do, and the things and who I really was. And when I met my higher self, I was like blown away. And so I realized that I really didn't love myself. And Spirit is like, you can't love your partner, you can't love your children, you can't love people, you cannot properly love them until you love yourself. And I started that journey of just placing my hand over my heart and saying, I love you. And I realized I never even told myself I love you. And I also was given like exercises to look in the mirror and tell myself in the mirror, I love you. You are amazing. You are spectacular. You are doing a great job. Like I started out that way, and then I went and I started. So I was like talking to like you in second person. And then I just pulled it back and I was like, I love you. I am doing a great job. But I noticed that I struggled. I couldn't like speak to myself in that way, which is why I started with, you are doing a great job. And like encouraging myself through, I think it's called third person or second person. So I started, once I got and I could feel that, then I started doing it from like within myself. I am doing a great job. I am amazing. I can do this. Like really, once I started doing the I love you and then moving to what I can do and just pouring into myself, because I was a person to pour into other people and I wasn't pouring into myself, not realizing why my life wasn't moving forward. And once I started loving on myself, y'all, it was like magic. Okay. And I would just sit, I would have days and moments that I would just sit and feel the love for myself. And I would never forget it. When I finally tapped into the love for myself, my kids started buying me gifts. Like just out of nowhere. Hey, mom, I thought about you and I bought you a candle. And it was just little things, but the little things that I love. Because for me, it's the little things. It's not really the big things. And I noticed my husband started loving on me in a different way. And I was like, wow, this really works. Because I had heard about loving on yourself will open the doors for other people. And y'all, I would go places and strangers would just like, we would just engage in small conversation and it would be like, I love you. You're so amazing. And the conversations would really be about nothing. And I would just laugh because I was like, oh my gosh, this really works. And we really have been doing this the wrong way. And, then you get caught up in life be life in. And then like myself would remind me, hey, take a break and love on yourself because you can't get caught up. And so getting in that routine and knowing, like stepping into knowing that you are loved. And that's where it took me. So once I started loving on myself, I realized that I was looking for love. So it started out where I was looking for love, not understanding that I am love. And when you understand that you are love, it's a totally different, because love doesn't abuse, like it doesn't, you understand, like when you think you're loving but you're doing things and you're thinking you're protecting people because you love them, and it's a fear-based love. It's like most of our love is a love from abandonment, a rejection. So we are giving the love that we want to receive, but what we're doing is we're giving that love, or what we think is love, outside of us. And then when you think about it, you're giving it outside of you, not understanding that you need to give it to you, give it to yourself first, and then step into the understanding that you are love. And then once you start tapping into that type of love, then you move into what is called unconditional love. And that's a whole nother journey. Unconditional love is a different journey from love. And I'll have to do a separate video in explaining this unconditional love, because it's simple, yet there's some complexity to it. So I just want to remind you that, some of you are going to be looking for your lover to give you things. But if you're single, treat yourself. If you are one and you're big into Valentine's Day, you may have a partner that's not really into it. And that's okay, because, there are people that are woke and they don't want to participate, but don't, because somebody else doesn't want to give you something, give to yourself. Be okay with taking yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Taking yourself out to eat, taking yourself to the movies, loving on you, doing what is loving on you, getting your nails done, getting yourself pampered, getting a massage, whatever it is. It could be going to a park, having a picnic, just whatever is love for you. Buying yourself something, even buying yourself something expensive. The things that you would want somebody else to buy for you. Buy that for yourself. Love on you without feeling any kind of animosity or grudge because somebody else is not doing it. You're going to see when you start pouring into you, others will begin to pour into you. Have a great day.